Hello there you guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and we always do on this channel. I'm going to be officially updating you on some more breaking news. This morning I've just been doing a research on the news. I've been studying on ESPN, I've been on Sky Sports, see what breaking news is currently going on around Coutinho, around Dembele, and around a few other transfers, because we do as many transfers as we can on this current channel. Anyway, now I'm going to update you on the Coutinho situation. With the Coutinho situation now, we know Liverpool have rejected 3 bids now from Barcelona. They have rejected the latest 114 million, I think it was, or was it 118, an 89 and a 72. And Liverpool they're insulted by this. Liverpool are really insulted by what Barcelona are doing with this situation. But apparently, as I said now, I did say Barcelona would be attempted to make a 4th bid for Philippe Coutinho. This could be their 4th and final bid for their chances to get Philippe Coutinho or not. Apparently now, Barcelona are willing to put in the region of £130 million, and this apparently he's going to be the 3rd offer. The 4th offer, according to reports. And I did say that 130 or between 130 and 150 million would be Barcelona's next offer to tempt Liverpool out, and this has just been what's been said on reports. We know he signed a 5-year contract before Philippe Coutinho with the club. We know the Barcelona director, and this 130 million, a lot of it could be paid up front as well. The Barcelona director is convinced that Barcelona can still get their targets, that they can still get Dembele, as I said, he said this the other day, that they can still get Philippe Coutinho. And in a way, we know Barcelona are seeing Coutinho as their #1 target. Looking to reunite with Luis Suarez. A long-term replacement for Iniesta. Putting him in that midfield. With Messi, Suarez. We know Barcelona have struggled since Neymar's gone, but they have got the money, and they need these targets through Barcelona that they currently want to get. As I said, we know negotiations have been going on. Coutinho's agent, how many times he's been to Barcelona to try and get the deal finalised. Even Barcelona have come over to England, as we all know, to try and get the current deal finalised. Yes, I think Coutinho is still injured at Liverpool. Adam Lallana is still injured at Liverpool. Daniel Sturridge, I think, is still injured at Liverpool. So we know Liverpool have got currently problems in their squad, and to them, he is an essential player, is Philippe Coutinho. But we know he put in a transfer request last week. He did Philippe Coutinho with a desire to leave the club, and then basically the owners of Liverpool had come out. They stood firm. They were resisted and reluctant to accept any offer whatsoever, and this was what was said by the owners. Even Klopp has stood firm in this situation. We know Coutinho's been unhappy in the way negotiations have been going, because you could basically tell he does want to make the move. He probably wants to go to a bigger club. He wants to play around better players, and he'll get that at Barcelona and probably achieve silverware at Liverpool. It's going to be less likely he's going to achieve that, because we know Liverpool have got problems in their side. But there has been negotiations going on. The current ex-Inter Milan player who's played at Italy in the past, he's had 4 fantastic years with Liverpool. He's one of the most creative midfielders in world football. I think he scored 7 assists last season, or was it 14 goals and 7 assists last season. But apparently, yes, there's been a 72, an 89, and now an 140 million bid. So Coutinho would come as one of the world's most expensive players. He'd be in that list just behind Neymar. He would be in that list just behind Neymar, let alone the Kylian Mbappe deal, but he would be still in that current list. But yeah, they're planning now, and Barcelona have basically quoted out they're going to put another bid in apparently, and this should be they want to know tonight what's going to happen. They've made a threat to basically Liverpool, and Liverpool have basically laughed this off in a way. If they're going to put this 100, if this bid doesn't get accepted, this final 4th, I think then it will end up coming to a conclusion. He will stay at Liverpool, and Barcelona will potentially give up on the player. And that is just totally my own opinion, on the situation. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm really going to say about Philippe Coutinho, guys. If this 4th bid doesn't get accepted, I think then Barcelona are going to give up, but that will test Liverpool out. You know, if you've got £130 million at the table offered to you, because we know Liverpool still need number 9, they need a couple of defenders, and they could get a couple of players with that money. You know, maybe try and get a player in the same calibre as Coutinho, which is still going to be hard even though you've got that amount of money. But apparently Barcelona are planning to put 130 million bidding for the player. And also with Ousmane Dembele, as I said, I updated you on that yesterday. The director of Borussia Dortmund had confirmed he would be sanctioned off. He would be keen to get sanctioned off as long as Barcelona are demanding. They are going to meet the expectations that Borussia Dortmund have set out, and they're going to meet what they are demanding, Borussia Dortmund. So they will apparently sanction the player off, Ousmane Dembele, as long as Barcelona meet that expectation and that price tag. And we know it may come to an agreement towards the end of the transfer window. They might come to an agreement then. He hasn't signed yet for Barcelona, but they may come to an agreement towards the end of the transfer window. And the director confirmed he'd been in France. He'd had discussions. Well, he said he'd be open to the move if Barcelona were willing to meet the price tag. He'd been in France, and I think he's had discussions with the player and his current agent over this for Ousmane Dembele. But now, Borussia Dortmund said before, Barcelona was nowhere near close to getting the pursuit of Ousmane Dembele. We know the player's on a 4-year contract at the club. We know the player signed £13 million from Rennes. So they'll make a huge profit out of this, will Borussia Dortmund. But he is only 20-year-old. For me, it'd be interesting to see how he participates in the Spanish league, you know what I mean, guys? Because, you know, judging one player after a season or 2 seasons and they're still young, I think putting all that money out for a player, or a team putting a price tag out for that player, I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Same with the Mbappe situation, you know, putting that amount of money in for putting that amount of money out because one player's had one good season, and I just don't understand it. It's just total insanity. Comparing Dembele and Mbappe to Neymar, Neymar's more highly experienced. He's 25 years old. Plus, he's been at a better team, and he's at a good team now. But in my other words, I think all the money is ridiculous in football, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. But with Ousmane Dembele, we know he's still spending from training. There have been discussions, as I said, Barcelona and Borussia Dortmund over trying to get a deal finalised. They've had discussions, but obviously we know Borussia Dortmund weren't satisfied with the previous bid that had been put out. This had been rejected, but it said initially the other day that a bid had been accepted, and this could include add-ons as well as part of the deal for Ousmane Dembele. But he's open to the move. He does want to make the move, and the deal could get finalised towards the end of the current transfer window as well. But as I said, Barcelona have still got They've still got other plans. They've got Plan Bs. They've got Jerry on the radar. He's a Plan B. Can play on the right, play in the centre, plays for Nice. He's been an Arsenal target as well. Hasn't been their main target. I think he's been their second or third alternative player target as Arsenal's. Quite a few people have been in for this Serie player, which I don't really know much about. Obviously, Di Maria has been mentioned a couple of times, who recently snubbed Barcelona off. Ex-Real Madrid, ex-Manchester United player, now plays for PSG. But as I said, we know that PSG are looking to recruit funds. They are looking to raise funds. You know, obviously they've sanctioned Matuidi off. They've got money for that. He's gone to Juventus. They're looking to sanction Sergio Aurier off. Who's not going to get that first team football, you know, of Dani Alves at that right back position. Sergio Aurier, I haven't looked recently what's going on with him. We know with his disciplinary issues that he's got. He's been convicted of assault and police officer, blah blah blah, and banned from the UK. But it did come out the other day that player had initially agreed personal terms with Tottenham. I think the valuation had been estimated around £20 million. So apparently he could still possibly make the move to Tottenham, could Sergio Aurier. I think if he came to Manchester United, which he ain't gonna, he won't be guaranteed first team football week in, week out, because you've got Valencia as our advanced right back, you've got Darmian there. We know Chelsea made inquiries for the player, Aurier, but could still go to Tottenham. I can't really see him staying at PSG, as they basically have confirmed anywhere. But we know Tottenham have just signed their first signing the other day, Davinson Sanchez, who's going to be very, very good for them, you know. can play at centre back, can play at right back, and that's potentially a good replacement for Kyle Walker, Davinson Sanchez. I think he signed a 6-year deal with a club. He signed a 6-year deal, and Tottenham had paid 28 million. I think they paid 28 million, and no, it was 42 million, 28 million, and there were some add-ons involved in the deal as well. I think there was some 14 million add-ons in the deal. But yes, Tottenham have got Davinson Sanchez. That is their first significant signing of this current transfer window. He did well in the Europa League last season, this player. I think he made 42 appearances in all competitions last season and scored 6 goals. And this is Spurs' third most expensive signing, and Pochettino will be delighted. You know, they had negotiations with Ajax. The player had negotiations with Pochettino, and he did want to make the move because he probably wants to play in Champions League football, come and experience Premier League facilities. And I think he'll fit in well at Tottenham Hotspur with Davinson Sanchez. So we know they've been very consistent for the last couple of seasons, but obviously they lost one of the best right backs now these days in world football. So they've got Davinson Sanchez as a replacement. There's still a chance they can get Aurier, and they've looked into quite a few other players as well of Tottenham Hotspur. So yeah, and as I said, what am I going to say now? Sorry about that. I just basically woke up, guys. You know what I mean. So this is how I am. As I updated you, yeah, obviously as well. With Barcelona, I said the Plan B. They've got Di Maria on there. They've got Sherry on there. Julian Draxler could possibly be a choice. Apparently, he could still make a move to Barcelona. Apparently, the other day it reported he'd been offered to Barcelona. Apparently, Julian Draxler, as we all know, he could be available for £32 million. You know, comparing that basically, if they were to get Coutinho for £130 million, comparing that basically, there's a huge majority difference in money-wise what you'd be paying. Barcelona would probably get, if they were to get Jerry, they'd be paying £35 million. If they were to get Draxler, they'd be paying £32 million, because they suggested that it could be available for £32 million. But Coutinho, at least, if he was for offer, according to Liverpool, he's not, but you'd be paying at least 130, 140, 150 million pound. But if Barcelona were to get Jerry and Draxler, that would basically cost them in the region of just them two players. 35, 32, £77 million on 2 players. So basically that would be £77 million on 2 players, and for one it'd be 32 for Draxler, and even for Sherry it'd be 35 billion. So obviously we know, obviously they are comparison. Obviously Coutinho is a better footballer, and that's what they want to replace Neymar. But if they don't get Coutinho, I think they will turn their attentions on Sherry or Julian Draxler. And we know with Julian Draxler, PSG could be available for £2 million. As I said, he's won the Young Player of the Year in the Bundesliga. His performances in in the Confederations Cup with Germany have been fantastic. He got voted the best player. The agents had a say. As soon as the speculation risen up, they had a say on it. He risen up the ranks fantastically well with Schalke. But from PSG's perspective, as I keep saying, they're looking to recoup funds. Obviously, they're on the verge of getting the pursuit of Mbappe for £160 million. Looking to add him in the mix with Neymar, Cavani, you know, and all that. So PSG are basically trying to recoup funds so they don't have, so it's less likely they face any financial problems. But with Draxler, as I said, Arsenal are interested because their pursuit of Neymar has come to a conclusion by the looks of things. We've looked into him because even Perisic is basically now dead in the water, in my opinion. And I think Liverpool are interested in him, and they see him as a good replacement for Coutinho with Julian Draxler. I think he can play on each wing. He can play in the midfield as well. But from PSG's perspective, they really... I don't know if they would be willing to sanction the current player off. They may be resisted to sell him off because they know they only captured the player in January. He only got bought in January from Wolfsburg, and he has proved his point. He has made a massive impact in PSG's team, but he could still get they may still give him at least another season, you know, to elevate to that higher level. You know, he's 23, a player that calibre wouldn't want to be sat on the sidelines, you know, but may still be hard for him to get a place in there with rest and get in the mix because PSG have got a lot of quality players in their team. So it may still be hard for him to get the first team football that he wants. I think a move to the Premier League would be fantastic for the current player, but he still may, the PSG may still give him another season to elevate himself more to that current higher level. Manchester United have been interested in the player, as I said. But they only captured him in January, so you could take into consideration why PSG may want to keep him at least for another season. Anything else to update? Anyway, breaking news about Alexis Sanchez. The long speculation about Alexis Sanchez has been going on now for basically nearly the entirety of the summer. Apparently now City are strongly interested again. Bayern Munich have been interested, and Paris Saint-Germain have been linked with him as well. Apparently now we know the other day reports have broke out that a 44 million bid from City had been rejected by Arsenal. They've been making inquiries to go plotting a 60 million bid and offer him a £400,000 a week. But apparently now City are going to be testing Arsenal, and again apparently they are preparing to offer him £70 million, offering £400,000 a week. To test out Arsenal, because Arsenal have offered him £300,000 a week to stay at the club. But we know with Sanchez, I think he's still injured, or he's just recovering from a current injury. Sorry guys, just drinking my drink. That he's recovered from injury, I think. But I think he's keen on the move on reuniting with Pep Guardiola after they were fantastic together. Barcelona, they were fantastic together. Barcelona, but we know he's coming to an end of his contract with Arsenal. He's Alexis Sanchez, but Arsene Wenger's convinced he will see out his deal, and then basically he would become free next summer. But from my perspective, he's got the chance now as Wenger to cash in on Alexis Sanchez. I know it's the most essential player. They're struggling in the transfer market as it is, so you could understand why Arsenal would not want to sanction him off whatever the price. But I think if that amount of money is put on that table, which City are prepared to do, then Arsenal may take it under consideration anyway. And I think he's keen on making the move. You know, he's quoted out he wants Champions League football. He wants to elevate to that higher level. City were to get him, this would take their spending spree now to over 250 million if they were to get the pursuit of the current player. We know City have spent a lot of money so far in this transfer window. They spent a lot on full-backs alone. They're still looking at a couple of centre-backs. They're looking at Johnny Evans, looking at someone else as well. So he may just see out his deal with the club and then he'll leave for free next summer. But my opinion, I'd want to cash in on the player. You know, then we could find Arsenal could then try and find replacements, because they'd have the money that they've received from Sanchez to get that, but they're struggling to get deals finalised. And as I said, when you don't have Champions League football, that's what currently can happen to you. But yeah, we know Arsenal, Ozil's coming to an end of his. He hasn't signed a new deal yet with the club. Oxlade-Chamberlain's coming to an end of his contract. We know Ozil has been demanding £225,000 a week. Chamberlain's been demanding £150,000 a week, what apparently Arsenal are struggling to meet up with. Chelsea have been in discussions with Arsenal over a potential move for Oxlade-Chamberlain. I think Manchester United have been in there for the player. Liverpool have been in there for the player, but as I said, Arsene Wenger's standing firm with Sanchez. He's standing firm with Chamberlain, and he's standing firm with Ozil, because they know Wenger knows how crucial them players are. And we know with Sanchez, he's approached Paris quite a few times as well. So I think he's still keen that he does want to currently make the move. With Chamberlain, though, he's been at Southampton in the past, but for Arsene Wenger, he's a very, very key, essential player. And we know Chelsea still looking to address the midfield, as we said. Bakio coming back from injury. They've got Kante in there. They've got Danny Drinkwater as the main priority target to replace Matic as well. They've got Gary Cahill still suspended, I think. So Chelsea, in their opinion, have still got problems. They're still looking to spend at least another 120, 130 million pound at least on players. And Danny Drinkwater, as we know, Leicester are demanding 40 million pound. That's what they want for Danny Drinkwater. Do you think he's worth 40 million pound? Looking to basically reunite in Chelsea's midfield with Kante after they were fantastic at Leicester, but Chelsea have had a 15 million bid rejected. Chelsea were willing to plot a 25 million bidding, but from Leicester's perspective, they are demanding now a 40 million price tag for Danny Drinkwater, who recently signed a 4-year or 5-year deal with Leicester. Someone's come up on my phone. So we'll see what happens anyway about that. Chelsea want Danny Drinkwater. He's skillful, he's good in the air, he has got good passing ability. He's very, very good in the midfield. He's Danny Drinkwater, he's a good player in that midfield, if I'm going to be quite honest with you, but don't think he's worth 40 million pound, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. He got himself into the England squad with his current performances, but Craig Shakespeare know how much of an important player he is, but if Chelsea are willing to put 40 million on the table, then they will take it into consideration. Will Leicester City. So in my opinion, Chelsea spending spree, these are the 3 players they want: Chamberlain, Danny Drinkwater, and who's the other player that they want? Maybe Virgil van Dijk. Sandro, not going to happen now anyway, because Juventus are reluctant to offload the player. So yeah, but yeah, that's about it, guys, for today. I am going to update you on some more latest news, and I think Diego Costa, he's going to be going to Atletico Madrid as well. That's going to be confirmed as well soon. But anyway, guys, something to update you today. This is the latest transfer rumours. I'm going to have a look at some more transfer rumours, and I am going to update you as we always do on this channel. So subscribe, take it easy, guys, as always, and I'll see you later on. Bye.